On this Wednesday of Holy Week, a day that in times past was known as Spy Wednesday because of the gospel this morning, where we see Judas plotting with the high priest to betray Jesus. And while Judas's betrayal of Jesus may seem almost unimaginable, after all, how do you betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver? Let's realize, sadly, that potential and that possibility that exists in all of us. Maybe not to sell Jesus out as dramatically as Judas did, but to betray him by our words, our actions, by choosing the world over Christ. And while that's not easy to admit for any of us, it is real, and we need to admit it. Because it's only when we realize that potential of betrayal and of denial of Jesus that we see in Judas and in Peter during this Holy Week that we realize how much we need God's gift of mercy. Tomorrow, we enter into the Easter Triduum, where we celebrate Jesus' complete gift of himself in his passion, death, and resurrection for us. Because we needed that mercy, and that was the only way we could be reconciled to God. And while it may be easy to see God's mercy needed for those poor sinners out there, it's a little humbling to realize how much we need that mercy as well. And it's only when we realize how possible it is for all of us to betray and turn our backs on the Lord, as did Peter and as did Judas, then that mercy becomes real. Not just a hypothetical ideal out there, but something that is very real for you and for me. And as we continue to grapple with our new reality of COVID-19, we all realize the need for mercy. As we pray for mercy for those who are sick, mercy for those who have died, and most importantly, God's mercy to bring this pandemic to an end. And during this Holy Week, that idea of mercy is very real. Not only personally for our sins, because this is the week where Christ triumphed over sin and death, but also the desperate need our world has right now for that mercy as well. So on this Spy Wednesday, as we grapple with the possibility and the potential that exists in all of us to betray the Lord by our own sins, let us turn to him for mercy, not only for ourselves, but for our world, so that while we begin celebrating tomorrow, the passion, death, and resurrection of Christ that brought mercy into our world may not just be a hypothetical idea, but something that's very real and something that's very needed in our lives, in our world right now.